Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on a new episode of Sword Oratoria. Is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon, or just Danmachi Sword Oratoria on episode 5? Now this episode right here seems pretty simple, and it looks like to me we're getting a little bit more information about Ice herself. So if anything else, let's go. Let's just get to the scene where Loki was trying to interrogate the god Uranus, or whatever his name is, and apparently he doesn't know such things of what Loki's talking about, such as the monsters being released in the city many days ago, or possibly last week, whatever the time and date that is, honestly. And of course, Loki will take that word for it, but it looks like to me her face expression might say otherwise and just leaves. And of course, the person who was next to that god whatsoever that Loki was trying to interrogate and question says we gotta be careful and be wary of her, because she's gonna really be a straight up tough enemy if we cause any more ruckus or trouble. Back to Ice, Lafia, and the others of the dungeon who's trying to figure out who's just exploring and gets attacked by plant monsters. We have to it that Lafia, along with that other girl, were trying to run, but apparently this person came out of nowhere and apparently is dressed up as a man that Ice deducted, or Ice that comes in and saved Lafia in time, because Lafia almost gotten killed. And Ice ends up taking on this tamer whatsoever, and it seems like to me she knows her by calling her Adia. And it looks like to me Ice is shaken by that word. Whatever the case may be, when she fought that tamer right there, she was actually cornered to a point where she actually got defeated, which is to my shock and surprise, because we do know, and other research says, that she is the strongest adventurer there is, etc. And to think she's been pushed to a brink of the corner like this and almost gotten killed, along with the other team having to come in and stop the other monsters. Of course, Lafia, along with Tiona and Tione, ends up killing the monster, etc. with the help of Reveria, which she didn't do anything much, etc. We have to it that, what's his name? Finn? I think that's the guy. His name's Finn. We have to it that he actually struggled a bit against the tamer as well, managing to at least get at least a cut on her, but managed to punch her too, but broke a finger in his hand. However, the tamer managed to escape while Ice was trying to chase after her. We also see to it that we get a little backstory about Ice a bit when we see that her mother left with her lover, possibly, or husband, and that was a dream that Ice was having. And of course, Ice herself was training hard, and she wants to be left behind, and Revelia decides to convince Min to let her be behind by herself, with her accompanying Ice, because it looks like Ice is really starting to be bothered to a point where she is defeated by a strong tamer, and that tamer is strong. We've seen her skill set and her strength in terms of technique and how she managed to corner Ice to the end, especially when Ice was actually defeated, which shows a lot of scary stuff. Aside from that, Ice gets ready to take on a floor boss by herself, with asking Vivira to let her handle it, while the others are just decide to go back to Loki and report back on what happened. So it looks like to me I hope we get to know a little bit more about Ice later in the future, etc. So hopefully things are looking good. Although there was one thing that made me want to close my eyes and not watch anything, is Lafia's freaking fantasies of Ice. Okay, it's whatever. Aside from that, this episode was really cool. It's actually getting a little nice and touchy here and there, seeing Ice being cornered, and she wants to get stronger because she wants to defeat that tamer. And it looks like that tamer is going to be a secondary antagonist. Although, I don't know who will be the main antagonist in the series, we have yet to find out eventually soon. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm out for Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-doo.